Well, the boat is great, and it's very nice because you can sail in a wide array of conditions. So you can go and have a nice race at 6 knots as well as 20 knots. And we had the chance to have all those kind of situations in those 2 days. So it was a good way for me to start to know the class and the boat. Well, it's something we are contemplating. If the right opportunity arises for a boat and putting together the team, that would be certainly something nice for next year. We still have to see what is that we can do and we can arrange that. Well, it was a very good day. The day is split in two because we had 4 races, but the first one was with a completely different wind direction, then they changed the course. And we done very well on the first with the second, and very well on the last with the first. And then 2 very decent 4th places in the middle. So for us it's a very good day, and we are leaving the water very happy and satisfied.
Yeah, yesterday was pretty crazy. We waited for steady conditions, and then the sea breeze ended up kind of dropping out right as the race was going on, and it ended up being pretty shifty and crazy anyway. So I think Maria did her best. It's going to be like that. Today may be better because you can see behind me the wind is coming a different direction. It's going to wrap between the 2 islands, and that may make a little bit of a venturi and maybe 12 knots today. So I think today's a great day to get a lot of races in, I hope. And we'll see what happens the next couple. Well, I think it's great. I mean, first of all, having another boat and they're committed to that boat, it sounds like, and interested in sailing, and they came and had a great experience at their first regatta is awesome. I think that's just what we all want and what we all need. And there are more boats available that people can come try it out if they want to and see how they fit in. So that's wonderful. I mean, it's just great to have more boats. And new faces is always fun. It mixes things up a little bit. And then on top of that, to have it the pressure of the last regatta for a lot of teams and a crazy, shifty, light air regatta, I expect a lot of action in the next few days. I think it's going to be a good final to a great year. These boats can sail in almost no wind. So when we were talking light yesterday, it was 4, 5, or 6 knots. I mean, most boats, remember, far 40s and all these other boats, we'd be sitting on the shore. We wouldn't even go out in that little wind. But we have a Genoa, so the boat really powers up quite quickly. And the trick yesterday for our team was we build the power, but then not to overhike and try to fight it too much, because at the end of the day, it is only 5 knots of wind. So I think one of the things that we're improving for today is we're probably not going to hike as hard, which ends up in that wind speed, we end up a little low and fast instead of actually keeping the boat upwind. And when you're sailing really wide angles, you're just sailing across the course. So I think that's what we're doing today. It's very unnatural not to, want to hike every second, but to let the boat actually heel a little bit, juice it up, and sail upwind is going to be one of the tricks we're going to work on today.
It's close. The racing's great fun. It never seems to be over. It almost feels like at every mark the whole fleet comes back together. So yeah, it's been really good fun, and I've loved the first 2 days. It's been good. Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I need to see how my schedule pans out next year, but I'm very hopeful that I'm able to come back and do the full season next year. As I say, it's good racing, and it's a bit of a shame I don't think we'll get to sail in that much breeze over the next couple of days, but even so, these boats are awesome in the light, so yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean, for sure, the Olympics is in the past. It's done, and it was great to be successful there. But you know, we're all very competitive people, and winning one event is never enough. There's always something else out there in sailing, and you know, for me, my main focus is the America's Cup, and hopefully I'll still have time to do a lot of racing like this, sail my moth. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's certainly the short-term goals for me. Yeah, super tricky today. We started in light wind onshore, nice and steady, and then the breeze shut down a little, went right, and started rolling off the big hills of Lanzarote. So yeah, made for some shifty, tricky racing, but good fun.
Unfortunately, we're missing out on the trades here at the moment. It's just sort of the time of the year as the seasons change, I guess. But light forecast today, sort of in the 3 to 7 knot range. Maybe around 2 to 3 p.m. we could see up to sort of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 knots in that range. But there's nothing really around to push it and generate it. So we might have to be a little bit patient, but the great news is these boats do go well in the light air, and we saw the other day we got one race off in extremely light conditions. It's still very competitive.
Today we had a forecast that said the wind was supposed to be very light and lasting like 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours. Then we decided to go on the water when we saw the first gust and try to race. Then we did the first one and the wind dropped a lot and we had to abandon the race. But we were lucky, and after half an hour we could do a good race. And then we waited a little bit more, and we started a second race that was okay, but we had to abandon at the end because the wind was dying. The plan for tomorrow is to start earlier because the forecast says that we're going to have good wind from 10 or even from 9, and then the wind will drop after 1 or something like that. We are planning to do 3 or 4 races even tomorrow if we have enough wind.